is it really, really necessary to impress people on the internet that they don't know anything about you?
You've borrowed all these things. You went to Labrasa, you met a nice man. Now he's taking care of you. It's getting serious. And he comes to your house.
Oh, I'm a DB.
You can just use what you have to look good. People go to Kanta and all of those places. You can go and find nice selections where you're wearing. Nobody knows that it's from Kanta.
If a mate becomes something, who should be the mate? If you make it, you will make it. You will make it, you will make it. It's not everybody in life that has to make it. That's me, my policy. I feel like it's not everybody in life that will make it.
Welcome to Spill the Tea, sis, with your girl Abena Pacey. This show is proudly brought to you by Marie Stopes International Ghana. And anytime you're having issues concerning your sexual reproductive health, that should be your number one stop. People say that fake it till you make it is a form of manifestation. Is that true or false? Today, my guest and I are here to just, talk about it. Why do people fake on social media? So, let's just get into it.
I'm Harriet, but you can call me Dufy as well.
So my name is Bella Jiman. I am an actress, and all my social media handles is Bella Jiman.
I'm Mary I Hyde, and most of my social media handle is Brown Hyde. Yeah.
And you can follow me at Abena__Pacey. Let's get ready to spill the tea. So do you think fake it till you make it is actually a form of manifestation, or is a lie? Are people just lying, or they're actually, manifesting things into their lives?
Okay, so actually, I don't really think it's a lie. Because if, let's assume I go to a place to take a picture with my money, right? I wouldn't see it to be a lie, but probably someone might think, oh, she's just doing it for the media sake or something. So since it is my money, I don't think it's a lie. You might think it is a lie, but I don't think it's a lie. So fake it till you make it. It's actually not a lie or pretense or anything. Probably it might be a manifestation of something, because why not?
But don't you think that people are actually talking about people who don't have certain things, but then they claim them as though they have it? Like someone goes to take a picture in someone's Benz, and then they'll come and post it like, look at what God has done. I used to know someone that, there's a tea that I need to spill. I used to know someone that got the opportunity to work at a very nice place. And then it was like a real estate company. So this guy would go to work, go and pose, like, dress shopping, go and pose and post it. And this is the Lord's doing. God, thank you. And I saw it. I was like, hey, this guy, when did he get money? And he didn't tell any of us.
You're like, congratulations.
Yes. But up and I was just working there. Like, you just go and work and then you go back home. But the way he positioned himself and then, posting it, I think that's what people mean. Don't you think with that kind of the person
manifestation is you actually calling things that are not yet in existence into existence in your life, right? So let's assume I would go to my friend and then lend a Benz and then assume it is mine. Is it not manifestation?
But
I don't think it's manifestation.
You are, because it is brain something, right? We actually have to do what the brain, what you think is who you are, right? So you would assume, oh, well, okay, I own a Benz. It is your manifestation.
So why don't you stay in your room, pray to God, and tell him that, oh, this is what I need, do this for me, rather than living a fake life. I think it's being fake. It's being fake. I have friends that when they sit in my car or when they meet me, and there are some people, they like laboro a lot. So immediately they sit in your car as if they are itching to drive, especially those girls that don't own cars.
Yeah.
So immediately she sits in your car and she receives a call. Me, when I receive a call, I pick because it's connected to my Bluetooth. So she'll be like, hey, I'm driving. Yes, it's not necessary. You can just talk to the person. Oh, hi, what is Okay, cool. You don't need to go. I'm driving. It's not
honestly.
It's not
actually
no. There are some
it.
things. I'm just saying that
She doesn't
to come
own it.
In her case, they're lying. No.
Yeah, I'm just saying that to
No.
come to the point that it's not necessary. I can take a picture in a friend's Benz and just post the picture, but it's your caption. That is what drives people. Oh, this is my Benz. No, it's not yours. It's not necessary. It's not manifestation.
If you call it manifestation, it goes into like, religious, but I don't call it manifestation. I call it packaging.
Yeah, and branding.
And branding. I wouldn't do it though, but then I understand anybody who wants to do it because we live in a world where everybody likes already made things. So if for example, let's use this podcast. Yeah, now starting it. Nobody will want to come and talk on it.
That's true, until it's blown.
Exactly. Yeah. Until it's blown. So everybody will want to do that just to get the audience, just to get the people. You get it? And that is it. It's fine. Honestly, it's fine.
I don't agree. I think that everything in life is a process.
Call it fake.
No.
I get the process part, yeah. But this is where we find ourselves. This is where we've gotten to as Ghanaians. Let me just use Ghana because we are in Ghana. This is where we've gotten to as Ghanaians, where people don't even want to go through the right processes. You wouldn't make a difference, honestly. One person wouldn't make a difference. That is where we find ourselves, and we can't really do anything about that. So I wouldn't call it faking. I would call it packaging, branding.
So why can't you just take a picture in a Benz and post it? You don't have to say it is mine. Yeah, it's also packaging.
That's where the problem
It's also
comes.
packaging.
You can
Yes, you can post a picture. You can go to a nice house, post a picture, and post it on Instagram or anywhere.
And not say anything. Not claim it.
Sometimes you don't even need to say anything. People just assume.
That's the problem.
Let me say something.
That's the problem I have.
I understand the point where somebody will caption it, oh, this is my car. But there are instances where you would you just take a picture and then somebody somewhere will be like, hey, yo, we what talk car, hey, that been what talk. They will try to and they'll say their own thing.
As for that part, it's their own headache.
Yes.
But you posting and being like, this is my car.
And if somebody
God, thank you, 2024 blessing.
That's where the problem is.
CEO made at 25. CEO made at 23. Like,
do you understand? I was going to get to the part that I just got to because sometimes people are just positioned at certain vantage points in their lives where they have access to certain things. So it doesn't necessarily mean that they own them.
Exactly.
So if I visit a nice place, like she said, maybe I could afford to visit a nice place. I took picture and my friend has a car. I took a picture with it. I just post those nice things on social media. And then someone decides to, because of that,
decide
that you are rich. So when they see you going to queue for church then they will say that you're lying. If you were not lying.
Exactly. And if
you were not lying, you never claimed yourself. You never claimed to be this particular person.
And if you think that I'm rich and I'm not rich, I can't come and say that, I'm not rich. I'll claim it.
You claim it.
Because it's a form of manifestation as well.
So that's where you know how manifestation actually works. If you actually want to manifest things, you can just mentally psych your mind, position your own self at places that would attract those things. And then the universe or God or whatever thing that you believe in will just bring it to you. But there's a problem where things do not belong to you. You don't have it, but you keep telling lies that you have it. Do you understand? That's where the problem comes in. Because once someone sees you and then discovers the truth about you,
and I think in life you just need to stay true to yourself. Yesterday when I was coming back from set, I picked a guy. We were both on set, and immediately he sat in my car. He's like, "Hey, Charlie, girls, there, you people, you don't suffer. Charlie, be like, you are rich."
When I hear I'm like, the way it pisses me off.
I'm like, do you know the process? There was a time when I had a car, I had to put water in it. If I move 2 seconds. I have to pour water, then move, pour water, then move. So everything is a process, and I wouldn't sit here and say, oh, maybe I've not used a friend's car or something like that before. But anytime I take it out and you ask me, hey, Bella, is this your car? I say it's not my car. Charlie, be laboro, not be mine. I just take come here. It's simple as that. When you are not desperate and you stay true to yourself, you live a happy life. You don't need to let people see something before they respect you or they want to align with you. Just be yourself.
It's just
and
the
you are
pressure
happy.
that people give themselves.
Don't give yourself pressure.
The pressure people give themselves.
Just be yourself.
Let's assume you have a group of friends and then they all are called the bees, right? And then you are a bit not there. You would want people to also respect you, or even your friends to respect you. So you would try to portray a life.
But that's
so because of that, I have a question for you. So because of that, I should go and borrow things because I want you to respect me.
Just because you borrowed
I think you should set yourself and find your power. If I'm with a group of friends and they are DB, what is their weakness? Obi oni madie. No so oni madie. That should be your strength. That should be your strength in the group.
Any obi oni madie, any obi oni madie.
No.
They are saying
intelligence. Maybe in class you need help. You need help to do your work. You need this. You need that. DBs will respect you and say, "Hey, Charlie, my work." No, don't respect.
It doesn't work in this day and time.
Being respected and being used.
No, that's why I remember when I was in advantage.
Use it to your
respected and being
let it be your strength.
There's a
your advantage.
If
you want to be disrespected, you be disrespected. Me, all my life, I've worked with people who are older than me and who are rich and all that, but nobody disrespected me because I have things that I also use to my advantage.
Because why would you rub it in your face doesn't mean people
then
would act
if you don't
when
rub
there's
it
a
in my
situation.
face.
It's
not about disrespect.
It's about
them using you. Because at the end of the day, they only call you when they need you to do something.
And me, I'll call them for what? What do I need them for? Like you are DB, so what? If you have
never met a liar before. Never met a liar before.
So this is the question: is it really necessary?
Oh God,
for you,
it's necessary.
I need to understand why.
It's not, but sometimes situations would make you do things.
Really?
Sir?
Yes.
Hey,
you would find yourself in the midst of big people and then you would have to fit in. Right.
But don't you think that there's a way that you can move in those circles that you don't need to lie too much?
They are telling me that being intelligent cannot take you
anywhere. No. She's getting it all wrong. I'm not saying that. It was a scenario you said that made me say that.
This day and time,
you don't even friends and you're intelligent.
It's not like we've gone. Me, I was talking it I was saying it being in school and you have DB friends.
Don't worry.
What do you have to your advantage?
They don't need you.
They'll buy
grades.
They'll buy.
And corrupt. The school is corrupt, Papa.
Let me actually use
buy
it
grades.
right
Which
now,
school?
right? So let's assume 3 people had completed SHS, right? And then there's this one brilliant girl. Wapase, she's good to go. And then there are other 2 DBs. Do you think you better with brilliant students? No, not DB, but
never. Not in the Ghana we live in.
Wow.
No. Let's take a school. You said senior high school or is it junior high school?
No, they are done with senior high schools, right? The brilliant student had passed excellently. And the other 2, no, they didn't really do well.
So
right?
government will go and check their bank account or what?
No.
And know that this one is DB, this one
placements, right? Tertiary, right?
Yes.
You're intelligent, yes, but of course you wouldn't want it. But the person that has the money,
are you sure?
Are you sure?
It's so true.
Like you are done with school, maybe you are done with university, you are going to look for a job. You had first class. You, the intelligent student, had first class. The DBs, third class pass, and then you are going to work at the same.
Student, you don't know anyone.
If you put it in a sense of connections, I understand. But like just people not knowing any of them at all, how would they know that this person is rich and the other person is not? Oh, tertiary. There are lots of
people who have names.
Normal people's children who got
that's a different scenario,
course that they wanted at the university.
Lately, I think it's been a month now. I saw something on the media. There's this girl that portrays to be a DB. I don't know whether you've heard about her.
Provisions
and
all that. Yeah.
You see, just this small time now, she said, "Oh, I'm a DB." Oh. You see how in the story I fly Koshro. Intelligent student,
but I've also seen people whose story have flied, like they went to presec for the quiz and all that, and their story is flying. And because they are intelligent, it's still yes. Now the big story, how long did he stay on TikTok? It was just on TikTok.
But you know the difference between the two. The DB story like this, you see the criticisms that it came with, were a lot of things that people were saying, and then the other scenario of the National Science and Maths quiz, sharks and all of that.
People say whatever they want to say.
You see the kind of recognition it brings.
Yes.
One opens you up for a lot of criticisms and a lot of giving people access to go and pry into your personal life and a whole lot of things, because let's say I'm Pampa, the girl is actually a DB, then people want to know things about you and we'll start go and dig, and then that's where people find a lot of nasty things about you to come and say. But with this brilliant person, it's all about the academics, so you're not really giving room for people to what do they want to find out?
It's all about taking life one step at a time.
It's everybody need you being a DB or something to dig you out. Trust me. As soon as your name is out there, you'll be digged out.
And then that is where the issue of the fake it to make it comes in. Because if you've been faking all this while, that's what the problem is. You understand?
Faking it is when maybe you would force and then make it look so obvious. But if I go and borrow my friend's car and I'm driving and I say, "Oh, this is my car," and who can find it out, say it is not my car. What difference does that make?
But is it necessary? That's the thing. Is it necessary to say that's your car?
You can just borrow your friend's car.
No,
my love. You can borrow your friend's car and drive and do videos and do everything you want to do. But claiming it, no.
I totally stand by what I'm saying. It's not any manifest. It's branding. Packaging. That's packaging.
I understand.
I believe in manifestation.
That's where I stand. I stand with my branding.
I believe in it.
And there are actually instances where, for example, we are sitting here, we are all glammed up, looking all nice and all. But then this is not how you are on a normal day. Yes. This is just once in a while something.
Yes. Is and it then also fake?
You post
this one online, and then one time somebody will see you. Maybe you just woke up in the morning, you're going to buy watching. Then this person will be like, "Hey, and all that." People also say that is faking too, and I just don't get it.
But that's not faking.
That's the person's job.
People can also say
the person's
The thing is that people are going to talk anyways. They are going to say whatever they want to say.
So stay true to yourself.
That's
like
actually in the situation.
In
this particular situation, that's their business. Do you understand? That is their business, and you know that. Let me just say, like, you're coming here, you need to be glammed up because it's a show you're coming on. But if I'm going to sleep or I just woke up, should I wear makeup? Should I glam up and all of that? And once you know what happens, once you are unapologetic about that, the fact that you are a human being, you can look differently at different times, and then you own it. That's where the what people say wouldn't really matter. But let's say if you're someone that's really pressured by what people say on social media and say, with your story and not makeup, you're even going to buy something, makeup. Do you understand? That's where the problem comes in.
That's where the problem comes in.
No, but you would want to keep looking good, right? So what portrays say, "Oh, I look good." There's a day I will pay. You have to look good. Say,
and it's a personal choice. It's a personal decision. Do you understand? And there's no issue about it at all. Yeah, that's not fake.
There are people that sleep in makeups. Right.
And that's their problem. With that one, is their personal... No. It's their personal business.
Hey sis, do you have a busy schedule? Did you know you can speak with a health provider at the comfort of your home for all fertility and pregnancy options? Give us a call on 0800 208585 or send us a WhatsApp on 0244 208585 to be connected to a health provider.
Right now, let's go into some actual lies. Like, you know this person in real life. You actually know them. But there was something they posted on social media that, hey, you know for a fact that, oh boy. But then they posted it on social media. Has there been any situation where you've experienced something like that before?
Oh yeah, a lot. So many times.
Spill the tea.
So many
Spill the tea.
times.
Spill the tea.
So
We need
many
it.
times. I had this classmate. I went to an all-girl school, so definitely a girl. And you see her like on Snap. She's really a nice girl. You see her on Snap. Anytime you see her on Snap, she's looking dapper, like she's always glammed up, like expensive hair, expensive makeup, like always on Snapchat. Yeah. Then she'll come and text you like, please, can you send me 50 CDs? Can you send me 100 CDs? Oh, please, it's urgent. I'm not saying that you can't ask for money when it's urgent.
But
for proving to people that you have more than...
Proving to people... Just 3 days ago, I was saying on my Snap, like, people that relationship-wise, they'll come and post their boyfriends out there. They'll let you see that, oh, this boy I'm dating, this boy is buying me flowers, this boy is getting me roses, this boy is getting me jewelries, phones, iPhone 15. And then you come and ask me for 100 CDs.
Where's
so
the
boy that you are saying that he got you all those things, he couldn't get you 100 CDs. He couldn't get you urgent 50 CDs.
You understand?
Are we stupid?
It's crazy. That doesn't make sense at all.
That doesn't make sense, yeah.
If the boy can't give anything, just hide him so that when you ask somebody for help, they can give you help. But you don't come and lie to us that
Flaunt
this boy
it and do all those
bought
things.
You iPhone 15 and then you're asking me for 100 CDs.
Go
That's
and
crazy.
sell the 15. Sell it, buy 12. And then you have more than 50 CDs. Is that too much to do?
Sometimes you just see things and you know them like, yo, why are you lying? But
lying.
how you go? It's branding.
But this branding is crazy because now that's why I have an issue with the branding that has a lot of like too much lies.
No,
you can brand yourself, but then you don't need to lie.
Yeah.
I feel like you
Don't
can
do it
present
too
yourself
much.
to like look good, right? Like if you're going somewhere, personally, I just like to look good. Do you understand? So when I'm going somewhere, I would look good. That's okay. But like the need to go and you don't have hair, bone straight. You want to go and borrow bone straight because you want to look good somewhere. You can't afford it. I feel like we give ourselves, especially we ladies, we give ourselves a lot of pressure. You can just use what you have to look good. People go to Kanta and all of those places. You can go and find nice selections where you're wearing. Nobody knows that it's from Kanta. Do you understand? And look, like, is there a need for you to get something?
Even the Kanta one, I think it's branded. Though. They have pretty little things.
Exactly. You see, you can get all of those things and brand yourself to look good, but immediately gets the stage where you need to like go and borrow something, beg someone for something. Do you understand? Faking it, trying to impress who?
We that use like 2 Ghana CDs for data.
Sometimes is a mindset. Is a mindset. There are people that naturally they feel like if I look some certain type of way, I get certain things. I have to look this way so that I can get this. I have to look. Even growing up, I remember growing up. Where I used to grow up, they tell us that if you're bolo, no man will marry you. Like there are things like that. Like genuinely, if you look like this, you won't get certain things. So now you've grown to believe that if I become obolo, I will not get a man to marry me. That's the same way some people too. They think that, oh, if I look this type of way, I'm going to get this type of man to approach me. And that is a plus for me. That's how some girls think. So she thinks that looking expensive, even though she can't afford it, and going to expensive place, even though she can't afford it, might get her an expensive man.
So
to fund their lifestyle. So now that is where the branding and the packaging takes place. Because if I meet a man at, let's say I go to La Brasa, and I meet a man there, and we start talking, and we start dating. Do you think the man will take me to KFC on a date? No, he won't.
Looking expensive is different from wearing expensive. Do you understand? How you combine your dressing can make 150 Ghana cedis dress or 50 cedis or 20 cedis dress look like it's 2,000 cedis. And that is different from you actually purchasing something that is 2,000 cedis. Do you understand the difference? So if you've made your hair nicely, maybe the salon you went to make your hair, it cost you like 100 cedis or 200 cedis. Nobody knows. And then you're wearing your dress that costs 50 cedis. Nobody knows. And then maybe you have about 200 cedis or 300 cedis that can make you buy some drinks at La Brasa that you're talking about. Perfectly fine. You can afford it at that particular moment. That is your truth. That is you also strategically positioning yourself there to meet whoever that you want to meet. And that's okay. But immediately you go out of that to go and borrow things and take people's stuff and then try and lie. Do you understand? You are going to sit there and you cannot even order anything. Like, that's where the problem comes.
Sometimes the waitresses cry.
Because, do you understand? That's where the problem comes. Me personally, that's where I get
it too.
Like
I get
1,000 pictures.
I get it, but at the end of the day, we are getting something in return.
All the best to you people that do that too, because you people are trying. I respect the work rates because
And that form.
I have a question for you. So yes, you.
No, with your
example. I just want to.
I want to put a disclaimer out there.
I just want to.
I'm not doing it. I'm just talking on behalf of the girlies that do that.
I'm not saying you are doing it, but it's like you have a lot of knowledge about it. So I have this question
because I don't judge. I try to understand.
Yeah, with the La Brasa thing. So you've borrowed all these things. You went to La Brasa. You met a nice man. Now he's taking care of you. It's getting serious. And he comes to your house. The things you said you have. Like, how do you work around?
We didn't say we have anything.
When he comes,
I didn't say that.
Portraying that you are rich, the person meeting you for the first time will have that mindset.
You fall in love.
But
you fall in love. The love will actually.
You know, sometimes normally stuff those
because
people that don't even lie.
Those things, that is it.
Those people that don't even
liars.
lie. When people see them because they look good, sometimes just like you're saying, because someone looks good, people assume that they are rich. You have certain things. So when someone even comes to your house and you are just a normal person, maybe you live at your grandma's place, and then the family houses that were built long time ago. So the structure is a little bit old. It's not ultra modern like the houses we have now. And then someone comes to visit you, and then they are thinking, hey, you've been lying, but you never said anything about it. So if those people even go through that, and now you that you're lying, just imagine the embarrassment. No, those who don't even say anything at all.
You all are getting me wrong. Please. I'm not saying you have to say something. No, you don't need to say anything.
You don't need to say
anything. The wig you borrowed, the dress you borrowed that you wear is speaking for you. Yes. You don't need to say nothing.
But why should you even borrow it? That's my problem. That is my problem. My problem is you going to borrow the dress. What if
the dress is being borrowed?
You met a nice guy with the dress you borrowed. Some few or 3 months later, he's like, oh, you remember that dress that I met you? You were wearing it on the first day. Can you wear it again?
I've outgrown it. Come on,
I dashed it to someone. I gave it to the girl that lies at my house.
When does it end? Like the lies, when does it end?
You fall in love, you know the truth.
They'll marry. You know me personally, my issue is friends that even it's not borrowing, right? They give you stuff. Sometimes, some friends, I can give you a dress that I think it will look nice. Or maybe I've worn it once. And then you also give me, like we give each other dresses stuff. When you fall out, those people can even go and say. So even, my thing is the embarrassment and the things that come with those things. Do you understand?
Funny
even
enough,
people that dash you things go and say that they gave you this and that. So what about you going to actually borrow? And then people are jealous. Sometimes when they are giving it to you, they are borrowing it to you, it's with a good heart. Oh, you need it. But once you post it, you look so good, and then now people are commenting and jealousy comes and they will now start, embarrassing you around.
It's because you don't even have to borrow something like a dress. You can't borrow someone's dress.
But that's what I'm saying.
But they do.
But that's what I'm saying, that you are bothered about the embarrassment because you don't do it. The people that do it, they don't even care. Because if you are shy, or if you I don't know, when you are there, you wouldn't go and borrow somebody's dress. Do you get it? So the people that do that, they don't give a
vim.
They don't care. They don't give a F.
Because sometimes I have some friends that like
It's
we
so a
we
secret
we
unto
give
its
each other
own.
clothes and all of that, right? But in a situation where sometimes you want to wear it somewhere, but you feel like, especially if there's, now you guys are no longer friends.
Yeah.
But then when we were really, really close, you gave me clothes, I gave you clothes. Now that we are no longer friends, the clothes, they are nice. So I want to wear it, but because
Why TikTok live?
and this girl, the dress she's even wearing is mine. Sis, we were giving each other clothes, dresses, and then you come on social media and come and embarrass me and all of that. So I feel like, personally, the issue I have with all of those things, the faking it and all of that, is the pressure that it gives to other people. Do you understand? Even though we have no control over how people decide to see us and all of that, but sometimes deliberately giving out wrong information whilst you know that there are people watching you, there are people who follow you. So let's try and make it easy for.
Why should you sit in your house? Why should you sit in your house and be pressured by somebody on social media? That thing, I'm never going to condone to that. Because at the end of the day, why?
Yeah, let's also talk about those people.
You get pressured by someone's something, then it's up to you, because you don't have to assume for
that is where you being content comes in. Do you understand? If someone is on social media, their life is all luxurious and all of that, and you are aspiring to be that kind, you are aspiring to live that kind of lifestyle, I am saying use what you have right now. Right now, that's what you have is what you have. There's nothing you can do about it. Start from somewhere. You can use the strategy of you positioning yourself at the right places so that you can meet the right people and get to where you want to get to. But once you make a decision to idolize people, and by force, like you are, anything that they do affects you, like someone has gotten something, so by force, compulsion, you want to get it. Personally, I think it's a mental problem, and then you need to do something about it, because it doesn't make sense at all.
It's true.
If Bella has bought her car and she's sitting inside and it's nice, and I wish I had a car, I don't have a car, but I can afford Uber, or I can even afford Trotsky. Why should I be pressured? Do you understand?
If you follow me, you die.
People that do that, they have it's a mental issues. It's actually a mental problem.
Yeah.
So there's this lady, I watched her video on TikTok. She is a model, right? So she gets sponsored with clothes, hair, stuffs, and accessories and other stuff. So
I've seen the one.
So I think people were in her inbox claiming she's that
like,
rich. Yes. Oh no, she's that rich. Although
that rich.
she's up there. She came out to debunk the fact that she's being sponsored. Right. Just because she would dress look good doesn't mean everything she got is hers. She's being sponsored. But someone would assume, this is her, and then they assume, she's too rich to afford all those stuffs. Yes, maybe she has it, right? But she is being sponsored. Yes.
Yeah.
So would you call her? Someone would also say she actually faked it because she came out to look all good, and then later she's saying it is not hers.
But you started by saying she's
so
a model. So
I'm actually bringing up something, right? So people would always want to think for you.
Yeah.
Someone would see you and assume, this person is that, and then that is what they actually think of. No matter what you say, that's what they believe. So maybe later on, when you come out to say something different, then she's fake, she's a pretender, she's this, she's that, right? So people really like to assume for people and put people in a category.
Yeah, that's what we also need to, especially for these young ladies that like to be pressured a lot on social media. One of the things that I'm happy that came up with is talking about the fact that especially influencers nowadays are being paid to wear things, visit places, do certain things. So when you see this person, there's a TikTok now, the pressure has even left Instagram and it's all on TikTok now.
Exactly.
You see people get ready with me to visit this salon and I'm going to braid my hair for 10,000 cedis, and then you can afford 200 cedis or 300 cedis. You are there questioning, but why should you go and braid your hair for 10,000? First of all, is it your money? That's number one. Secondly, you don't even know whether a person has been, sponsored to go and braid their hair there or not. Do you understand? And if they can actually afford it, that's none of your business.
But
Somehow
someone would
people
assume you are
want to
being
tell
fake.
people
How
to spend their money
money
and what to do with it. Sometimes when, let's say, Mr. Beast, he's doing something pouring money from. Then people in the comment section are like, hey, you're doing this and people are suffering. You're doing this and people have not
like to
eaten.
think for people.
There are hungry people on the streets. You make your
always
money
like to
and go and give it to the hungry people you so much care about.
Do you understand?
Why do you?
It's crazy. Sometimes you see another set of people that I dislike a lot on social media are the ones that when people go and do charity works, and then they'll come and say, you should have left your camera at home. God doesn't, are you God? God doesn't like dear Bay. Assistant Jesus. God doesn't like dear Bay. It's so irritating. I remember way back in 2019, I did some pageantry and then I won. You see, pageant there, when you win a pageant, you do this project and all of that. And usually people put in money to support you. So that's a way of accountability, right? So that people would know that, the money that you contributed for me, this is what I used it for. And in this case, I even posted flyers on social media for people to donate. So at least people who didn't know me from anywhere, but then they gave small coins, they need to know, say, oh, this is what the money went into. And then someone came to, it's not someone, some people came to comment, you're only doing this for the camera. Why do you have to take pictures? Let me tell you the truth. Back then, I went on social media for like 2 days. I was crying. I was so broken-hearted. Like I was pained. I was hurt. I was really hurt because this was something that I was really excited doing it, and I was so excited to share that. So at least I've been able to touch lives and people that sponsored and all of that. Thank you. And then someone came to say that I was hurt. Those days that I was emotional rough. I was so hurt. You know what happened? I think few days afterwards, or like a week afterwards, another beauty queen, a much more popular one, did similar thing. And then I went under her comments, come and see praises. Oh, you're doing well. Hey, you're doing well. I said, oh God, why me? What did I do? What did I do? What did I do?
Social media, they target people that they know they can't do anything to them and just bully them.
Yes.
Because look at someone like Ifya Schwarzenegger. You dare not bully her because she will not give you that chance.
She'll bully you back.
She will even be the one to cause the trouble. But when they see that, oh, you want to behave all matured, me, I'm not even matured. Don't even come and bring. Because me, when they see that you want to be all matured, oh, you less peace, and they want to bully you, they want to do all sorts of things to you. That's how social media is.
Yeah, I feel like if you're someone that anytime people do things to their money, you come and tell them, hey, why are you doing this? Why did you go here? But the person behind my house, so go there. Go there.
Like, just get that money and do all the things you so want people to do bad.
Exactly.
Like, just do it.
Yes, because these people that do a lot of charity, there's one Nigerian page that I actually really, really love. Anytime I see that the page has posted, I'm so excited. I think it's Osita Popcorn or so. This guy goes to the slum, like the dirtiest parts of Nigeria, and then goes to randomly ask people things, and then if they help him or stuff, like he's able to change their lives and all of that. And people see these things. People don't understand that once someone sees you doing something good, some people actually want to contribute and be a part of that.
Exactly.
So if I decided to hide my camera and then give the person 50 CDs, that 50 CDs will finish today. But maybe if I had posted it, someone will see and say, oh, I have 100 CDs, I have 2,000, I have 3,000. Instead of that 50 CDs that person could have gotten, now they have like 1 million Ghana CDs. There was no way without this camera that person would have gotten there. That's God's way of helping the person. So assistant Jesus that is sitting somewhere now telling people what is right. And do you understand? It's so frustrating.
Anybody that actually does that under people's comments, I feel like they are so ignorant.
Yes.
Like, because they are not thinking widely.
They don't have anything
broadly.
to, you know, all these trolls saying, they don't have anything, no. They don't have time. They are depressed. They are sad.
They are projecting their depression.
You know,
on people.
They are depressed.
I watched this Korean. There's a Korean series called Celebrity, and then it just talks about there was a part of the series where a troll that was seriously trolling one celebrity. Do you understand? Serious, that was doing a lot of damage to the person's reputation and all of that. Not knowing there was the person works at a salon that usually the celebrities visit. and then a spa. So anytime they come there, girls, like they're just gisting each other, and then she picks all the gist and then goes to post them.
Sweet.
But you even know where she lives. God. When they actually tracked her down, the girl lives in one of those houses where they are depressed though, so the whole place is filled with dirt. Like they are living on a refuse dump.
Yes.
And everything is basa for them. Nothing is going on for them. The only thing that goes on for them is they go into work to pick the gossip and go and post.
Yeah.
And the damage they were doing to people,
Do you think
And they can afford
anybody
data.
do you think anybody that is having money, not even having money in excess, but is having money, sustainable money, is having something to do, whether it's school, work, you wake up in the morning, you go to work, you meet friends, you're happy, you talk. Do you think they'll have time to be doing that? It's always the bitter ones who don't have
always
anything
the
to do.
bitter ones.
And
Do you know
they're
people
they're
actually pay
sitting
people
down.
to do that?
yes, and
Homeless.
then
It's always them.
people also paying people
Yes.
to do that.
Yes.
That's actually crazy.
Negativity sells a lot.
Yes.
And someone would literally rent or hire someone to do that, so the person's story get pushed out there. So not everyone is depressed.
Yeah, I know someone that actually pays bloggers to post news about themselves, and I'm
Negative
like,
news.
hey, like if we're doing things in this Ghana here, like what essence?
Sometimes
Do you understand?
it's not,
Negativity
it's
sells
the
a
world
lot.
we find ourselves inside right now. Like that's where we Sewami, we've known her for a long time, a very, very long time. But I mean, when I even see her videos, I pass by but just look at what happened when she was trending some back. Now you want to go and see what is happening. She's getting followers. She's like, that is where we find ourselves. Negative things travel very fast and very far. It will get you to the top right now, fast.
Yeah, so
And
usually
now-
that's people's PR.
The PRs, that's what they do. That's
All the best
that's,
to you.
That's
That's
what
all I
they
can
do.
say. Personally, all the best to
the point,
it's
to the
difficult.
point that
So
now when something bad happens, like maybe a fight on social media, Abena Pacey's nudity or something happens, people will just watch it and be like, oh, wait, yeah, like they don't even care that maybe
anymore.
somebody that is
Yeah.
trying to spoil her. They don't care about that because
Yeah.
they've gotten to a point where now it's normal.
It's
normalized.
Like
Like,
acceptance,
this is what they
yeah.
use to boost their followers. This is what they use to get attention to themselves. Like, this is where we
But
find
it's not.
ourselves.
It's not always.
It's not always
the case. It's not always the case. Sometimes it's people are really going through it, and it's just that they are known or they are popular. That is why things come out like that. But I'm sure people are in the bank or in the corporate world that they are doing worse things, but it never comes out
that
because
one
they are
there-
not popular.
that one there is
yeah.
true.
So let's pardon them small.
final thoughts, right? Do you think that it is actually necessary? Like, is it really, really necessary to impress people on the internet that don't know anything about you? Like, they're not going to contribute nothing to your life. Is it really necessary to impress those kind of people?
To me, it's not necessary. Me, I like staying true to myself. And if you check my Snapchat, if I wake up in the morning, I'm ugly. If I'm going out and I'm pretty. This is me. I do what should be done for me, not for anybody. You don't need to impress anybody. You do, or you go and die. That reminds me, I had a friend who was like that, and she's dead. She died a long time ago. She even had to force herself to go to Nigeria, go meet big men and all that, just to live some kind life. And when she died, all this news was coming out. You know, when you die, people have to say good things about you. Oh no, you're but all people were posting, hey, she went to see her sugar daddy, and when she came, like it was
that's
disheartening, you know.
That's
so
sad.
just stay true to yourself. If you make it, you make it. You make it, you make it. It's not everybody in life that has to make it. That's me, my policy. I feel like it's not everybody in life that will make it. If a mate becomes something, who should be the mate? So you have dreams and aspiration. Just follow it. If it doesn't get well, and you anywhere you reach in life and you die, just go and give thanks to God. Asa Vanessa.
Mary.
I strongly disagree. I disagree in a sense that you can't tell me that if you make it, you make it. If you not make it, you not make it. Because at the end of the day, everybody has to make it.
You must
Even
make
though
it, eh?
everybody will not
Everybody
make it,
cannot
everybody
make
has
it.
to make it. No, we are
Everybody
talking.
cannot
I'm
make it.
personalizing it. So how would you feel if you don't make it? That's the same way. The next
It's just
person
life. If I don't make it, Charlie,
No,
it's just
I'm
life.
not saying. I'm saying that everybody will not make it, but everybody must try and make it. You get it?
Fair.
So whatever you have to do to make it, you have to do to make it.
Yes,
Me, I don't
you
want
have
to
to
judge
try.
anybody. Let me tell you a story. Yeah.
the tea, sis.
I had this friend in Takrady, and then he told me he was coming to Accra. So he wants, hookup girls like to travel with for the weekend. Like when he comes to Accra, you go to Aqua Safari or something. I'm like, oh, cool. But I don't know any hookup girls. So let me ask a couple of people on Snapchat. So I asked some people, and then they forwarded somebody's handle to me to ask the person. So I texted the person, and she sent me videos like of the girls. This
Selection.
Yeah. So every girl and their price.
Pimp.
And then I saw one face that was very familiar. Very, 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 very familiar. She was like a school mother to me. Please, disclaimer, she's not my school mother. Before somebody knows me. She was like a school mother to me. When you meet her, like she's really pretty, and she's living the life. Like she's living the life. But we don't know what she's doing. We don't know. Mm-hmm. So when I saw her video, I'm like, nah, this couldn't be her. You get it? So I asked the lady that, oh, this is the girl I wanted, to know whether truly
that's the one.
That's the one. So we talked about the price, 1,500 a day. So three nights, that would be like 4,500. And we talked about the price and all that. So now I was anticipating, is she going to meet my friend? Is it? That's when I knew that, yeah, she actually showed up. So she's actually a hookup girl. At the end of the day, I said that, see, a girl got to do what a girl got to do. Desperate situations deserve desperate solutions. Sometimes when you are not in the situation, you'll be like, oh, me, I will never... Me that I'm sitting here right now, if you had asked me some questions like some few years back...
You say can never be you.
I say me, I can never be me, but these are things I find myself doing right now. Hey. There are certain things I find myself doing that I would have said 5 years back that, oh, me, can never. You get it? People are doing things to survive. You have to survive. That is it. That is how cruel this world is. At the end of the day, if you don't survive, you go there, explain, tire. No evidence.
Okay. Do you have anything to say before I move on to my own?
I don't really think anyone wants to impress. You would assume I'm trying to impress you, but I'm actually living a life I want to live. So no one should think someone is trying to impress you. If you assume I'm trying to impress you, that's when you would think I'm faking things. Do you get it? So yeah, I don't think no one is impressing anyone.
And I have something to say. The internet is broad. Good things come from the internet. Bad things come from the internet too. That's why I say that if it depends on what the person is doing. Maybe the person is showcasing something, branding, packaging, to gain something, to gain an investor, to gain a helping hand. And you can get all that on the internet. So I don't see anything wrong with it if somebody wants to showcase, put something on the internet to get the attention of somebody. You get it? I really don't see anything wrong with it. I really don't see anything wrong.
Personally, what I would say is all the best to you if you are in all the categories that we've discussed here today. But for those people who are really considering, right, nobody is judging you. It is just that you need to ask yourself some questions. Is it really necessary to put yourself through certain situations to meet certain standards that you want? Personally, try to really evaluate the situation. Do you really have to do this? If it's just because you are being pressured by someone, that is not a reason for you to do certain things at all. You don't need to be moved by people because, first of all, you don't even know what people are doing to get to where they are right now. You don't know the processes. You don't know the shortcuts. You don't even know the routes that they are taking. So if you are in your house watching someone who is portraying a particular kind of lifestyle on social media, and you are so impressed by that you want to do, you want to just turn out the exact same way, maybe you should really try and sit and then evaluate your life and realize whether this is worth it or not. Thank you so much for tuning in to Spill the Tea, sis. We are very excited to have this conversation today, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Make sure anytime you are having issues with your sexual and reproductive health, you visit Maristop. See you next time. Bye.